Hi, fire signs. Hold on. Going down a bit of a rabbit hole. And then we'll get started. Okay, bet. Okay, let's, hold on, getting ahead of myself. Hi, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. We're moving into a new day together. It is currently, as I'm speaking, Thursday night, 11:36 p.m. East Coast time. Can you hear them? Like, why the fuck are you stomping? But it's 11:36 p.m. East Coast time. I'm here with your Libra New Moon reading. Figured I might as well do you since the other 3 elements have been done. So when I show up next week, we can start something new. 1, 2, 3. It's very interesting. The theme, as I'm burning this sage, actually the theme was to burn wood, so we're gonna burn the Palo Santo for you instead of the sage. I hope they're okay. Because I don't understand why they stomp every fucking day. Anywho, but thank you for cleansing, thank you for healing, thank you for protection, thank you for peace. What was I about to say? I just don't understand why the fuck they're so loud. And then I'd be petty, okay? Because if I wasn't live, I'd probably start vacuuming or some shit. I'll do some loud shit. Let's pray. Toot. I need to call my grandmother. Let's pray. They need some prayer too. That fucking loud ass stomping. 2, 3, 4. God, divine source, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for assisting me and guiding the fire elements, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, on this Libra New Moon energy that peaks on October 21st, 2025. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect. As this energy unfolds, God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided, divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection, gratitude, ashe. Hold on, I need some lotion. My hands are dry as F. Hey, hold on. Okay, so when I started this, I was going down the rabbit hole. And this song is not on my playlist, but it was a song back in the day. But T-Pain, his Epiphany album, the song specifically is Backseat Action with Shauna. Okay, now I don't know. Collectively, fire signs. I don't know what kind of backseat action y'all got going on, but the theme is anticipation. Now, as far as what the anticipation is, it feels like, you know, the prayer in one of my, I would call her a guide in this life. She says this. I thought about name dropping, but I'm not. But I'm gonna gatekeep for now. If you know, you know. If not, don't worry about it. But God showed me how good it can get. So with this energy, I feel like you are, the energy specifically is fed up. Okay, fed up with what? I don't know. We'll see in the cards if it chooses to come out. But it's like, you know, this can't be the. Can y'all hear them fucking stop it? But this can't be as good as life can get. You know, there has to be more to this existence. And I feel like this Libra New Moon is bringing that energy of anticipation into your reality. But with the Epiphany, Backseat Action is on the T-Pain Epiphany album. So I had to look up what signs I have done that has Epiphany. And the signs I have done, hold on, give me a second. I don't understand. Okay, anywho. Okay, so I have Capricorn, December 2023. An epiphany leads you to a boss move. Okay, so that's the theme. Hold on, I'll share it on the community tab so y'all can tap in. Fire signs. No, hold on. I'll switch pages. I have 2 YouTubes. 1 second. Epiphany. Okay. Ooh, 101:44 is the time. Create fire signs. Okay, it's on the community tab, but is that the only one with Epiphany? Yeah, it's the only one that I see. Okay. Okay. So that's the energy thus far. Let's get into the cards. And let's just pray they stop fucking stomping. Hi, Gabby. Okay, Rock Skipper. Morris, how you send $100? Hold on. I want to know what track it is. Backseat Action. Let's see, T-Pain. This came out in 2007, which was also a 9-year. Whatever you're anticipating is tied into you rebelling against something. Okay, just keep that in mind for now. What the fuck was I about to look up? Oh, hold on. I'm about to pull over and give you the business. Holla at me. Can I get a witness? Here we go. Okay, so Backseat Action is track 8. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's see what these cards have to say. Cycles. It also could be something coming back around. What goes around comes around. But Epiphany energy is also a theme. So I feel like the Epiphany... What? I'm trying to combine the words, Lord God. Epiphany and anticipation are tied in together. Hi, K. Is it K? Like the raw? Please forgive me. It's way past my bedtime. But hi, K. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay. Okay. But he gave me like the anywho. To the cards. Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, New Moon. I don't like that as a start. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Cards are definitely unique to your energy, different from the other 3 elements. I'm not going to read them to you yet. Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. Synchronicities. Anything else? 3D sideways. What the hell is this? Hold on. There's no fire energy here. There's the only air that's here is Gemini. What's the opposite of Gemini? Sagittarius. So this could represent Sagittarius season, but that doesn't start till next month. Hold on. I just want to start out by saying I don't like this. None of it. Not a single fucking thing. And I'm a fire sign, so I'm like, what the fuck, okay? But I'm trying not to jump to conclusions. That's why I'm not speaking yet. Anything else? Yeah, look, I'm not trying to jump to conclusions. Okay, we'll stop right here. Do you want to stop right here? Because I think this is perfect. No, anything. Lord, it's a lot of cards. Anything else? Now we're stopping. Okay. So maybe this is the journey to get to the anticipation. What's this? All right, now we're going to start with what's been in sync, what's on the board that's in sync with the other 3 elements that have been done. Yeah. What's in sync is it's time to release negativity, upright. Where's the other one? Look at the bigger picture, upright. And a time for healing in reverse. And that's it. I mean, a win-win outcome is forecast has come out, but baby, it's time to release negativity. It's come out for every sign. Look at the bigger picture, damn near every fucking element. And it's time for healing, damn near every element. But a lot of differences as well. Okay, so you're starting with and honestly, I feel like before I even get into what else is on the board, with me pulling out first, it's time to release negativity. Look at the bigger picture. Upright. Things are not as bad as they seem, okay? But with the time for healing in reverse, something is terribly wrong, okay? Okay. Now let's get to the rest. So you have you and your loved ones are safe in reverse. Prosperity lies ahead in reverse. Emotions are running high upright. Nothing is yet set in stone in reverse. It's time to take action in reverse. Communication is key in reverse. The answers you need are coming in reverse. Okay? That's the negative aspect. The positive aspect is a personal issue reaches resolution. A win-win outcome is forecast. Conclusions are within reach. Luck is on your side. If you know, I don't believe in luck, I believe in favor. But that's neither here nor there. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, though, which I've said more than once for this Libra New Moon elemental reading. Okay. I need to see what's current. Hold on, just 1 second. Just one second. Clarify, is this, what stage of life are we in with this? This present, past, upcoming. Shit. I need a moment of silence, okay? Just give. Okay. Something is coming. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay? Whatever is coming is going to seem and feel unfavorable. Okay? Okay. Now I'm clarifying the timeline of you and your loved ones are safe in reverse, prosperity lies ahead in reverse, emotions are running high, it's time to take action. This is upcoming energy, which is why I needed a moment of silence, okay? You are about to process something in a very personal way. Like, in a way where it's like you gotta have an invisible army against you. Like, that's the heaviness of it. And you probably do, you know? But that's not important. It really isn't. Even if it feels like that, it's not of importance. It's like David and Goliath. That's what it seems like. David and Goliath, and you would be David, which David and Goliath has been coming up a lot lately. I don't know why I keep doing a fish face. With the time for healing in reverse, I don't think something is meant to be healed. I don't think something is meant to be that, simply that. I don't think something is meant to be. But I feel like you're counting on something to be. Okay? Something is definitely unsafe. Whatever is unsafe has the ability to affect you financially and send you through an emotional roller coaster. You may want to be proactive, which is also tied into the energy of anticipation. If you Google the definition, throat chakra. Okay. But as my throat chakra did that, I'm looking at communication is key in reverse. You're not going to know the why at this point in time. Even if I try to clarify the why, they're not going to tell me why. But this is an energy of preparation, but not in the energy of fear-mongering. It's the energy of you're about to have a battle with a Goliath in your life. But with the emotions are running high, and it's a super moon, and the Aries full moon, the full moon we just had was a super moon. So the emotions, it feels like the tide, the emotions are a reflection of the tide, may have already started to show itself. Like, they're taking me back to that live I did, and I just kept crying. And I don't know which live that was, but it wasn't pain. But I couldn't stop crying. But that's the overwhelm of emotion. But why is this happening is not, again, I just want to iterate, it's not a question that's going to be answered at this time, but a question that will be answered for you at this time is you're going to have a resolution, and you, honey, a win-win outcome is forecast. And with luck on your side and conclusions are within reach, you know, it's like as easy as the problem gets started is as easy as the resolution can come. But it all depends on your emotional reaction, fire signs. Okay? Because some of y'all really just don't know how to go from 0 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 100. You just go from 0 to 1,000. And for those of you that struggle with the emotional maturity and emotional control, that 0 to 1,000, honey, you about to have a battle. Now I feel like no matter who you are and no matter how you're affected, you're gonna experience a moment. And I want to emphasize a moment of weakness, but it is not the definition of your reality. And you hearing this now, I feel like whenever this comes up, you'll hear my voice somehow in the back of your mind, like, honey, it's just a problem in the moment. And if I step outside of this energy, step outside of myself, step outside of my emotions, look at the bigger picture, and I release the negativity of what I see and see the glass half full versus half empty, then I'm guaranteed to win, okay? But with this time to take action, you need to be something is very meticulous for you. Something is definitely chess and not checkers with whatever's about to come up. Or has started to come up. But I want to dig deeper on you and your loved ones are safe in reverse with prosperity lies ahead in reverse. I keep hearing don't save them. I don't know who them is. The song is don't save her. She don't want to be saved. But I keep hearing don't save them. Okay? So I don't know. I do feel like there's pessimism at play with the time to negativity is pessimism. But something, it just feels like it's about to leave a bad taste in your mouth, okay? Don't let pride get in your way. Leo energy on the bottom. So clarifying prosperity lies ahead in reverse. You and your loved ones are safe in reverse is what do you need to release? Maybe this is more emotional than anything. But at the same time, it does feel physical as well. Because I just keep hearing don't get involved. You may feel like something is your battle and it's not. And you trying to take that on will lead to you and your loved ones are safe in reverse. Prosperity lies ahead in reverse. It's very, very crucial for you to not jump to the worst conclusion or worst case scenario. Because you will find yourself trapped there in two minds about it for a while. And you have the ability to control that and avoid that. At this time, the best person you can bet and depend on is yourself when it comes to humans, okay? I feel like you're in very, not necessarily testy waters, but testy waters. But I just, with this you, it's the wording is very loud. You and your loved ones are safe in reverse. If I feel like if this card just said you, but it's new moon in Cancer. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So it's out more, this is more than just you. But if the card said just you, I do feel like intuitively it would be upright. But because it says and, because the word and is included, that and is a negative domino effect. Okay? And even with how my hand is over my neck in the form of a chokehold, like something is a trap that you can avoid And it's time to start avoiding, okay? Okay. Now, with what do you need to release? Whatever this is, you're holding on to it, but it is affecting you financially somehow, some way. And you could be in the abundance mindset of all time. It doesn't fucking matter. If the energy is not aligned, if it's not right, it's going to be an adverse reaction. It's like fucking the fucking what's it called? What are them people called? Western medicine. Western medicine versus Eastern medicine. You know, Western medicine is a quick fix, but it has numerous side effects, okay? And sometimes the side effects be worse than the fucking problem, okay? So, and this is that. It's like, you know, you may be the pill to a situation, but there's so many motherfucking side effects that you are dealing with that known and unknown to you. Going back to that, you're not going to know the why. Okay, but what you do need to know is this time to release this shit, okay? And if you're struggling to release it, there's a need to, honey, gain a bird's eye perspective as the divine to show you the light and the way for you to tap into that bird's eye perspective, for you to make the decision that's best for you. Because something is heavily connected to your heartstrings with emotions are running high, upright. And I hear the word still. So if you feel like you done been through your emotional roller coaster, baby, it's not fucking done, okay? Because again, this energy is upcoming, okay? But it's also giving like, how the fuck did I get involved? And someone may have a bad habit of doing that, like putting you in something, putting you in conversations, and you ain't got shit to do with shit. And if you are aware of someone that does this, you need to check them, okay? You need to judgment day on that, okay? You need to stop allowing people to get away with shit, okay? This message went all kind of ways. You know, I don't know, this shit hurts my heart to say, but it is time for people to experience life without you. I don't know if you're being taken for granted, which is creating unsafe energy and creating, it's like, you know, you are doing all that you can to detach from poverty, and the energy outside of you is doing all that they can to sustain and attain the poverty energy. The shit don't fucking mix. It's like oil and fucking water, okay, oil and vinegar, whatever the fucking the opposites that don't mix, okay? It's not no goddamn salt and pepper, I can tell you that, okay? Okay, anywho, but yeah, and with this new moon in Cancer, this shit is so fucking loud. You and your loved ones are safe. It's like you may be life to a lot of people. And that energy of you don't know what to have until it's gone, it's like, don't wait until you're fucking dead, okay? Seriously, this isn't, you need to, no. We need to start teaching people in real time how to treat us, how to handle us, and how to appreciate us. And if they cannot match that energy because they can't give it to themselves, we'll walk away so they can fucking figure it out. And when they get there, they can find you, okay? Because it's like you may really like come to people's like footstools, footsteps. I don't know what the fuck you be doing, okay? But however, where other people are taking wins, you are taking fucking losses, okay? Which is why this fucking car just kept falling and flip-flopping on the damn ground, all right? But seriously. And that, you know, the detachment could be a struggle, you know? It's like, you know, you may have to fucking everybody. And that can be, it's like, well, what the hell? Prosperity lies ahead does not always have to be associated with money. It can be an abundance of love, connections, friendship, support. And it's like, well, if I cut off the fucking supply, where the fuck? God. That's where y'all be, honey. That's where we come to the disconnect, okay? That's where it's the but God. That's what that means. That's what the statement means. Anywho, let me get back closer. I had to back up from this shit, okay? Okay. And I feel like the negativity that needs to be released is the after effect, the aftermath of your decision making. It's above you, literally, okay? But once you do this, it's like, baby, it's up and it's fucking stuck, okay? This is what you want, but you ain't gonna get it till you do this. Whatever, I don't know. However the shoe fits based on, I've been told about 6 different fucking storylines in one. But yeah. And for some, with the most recent storyline, I feel like you just got the answer as to why. So God loves us. That's all I have to say. God truly loves us, okay? Deserving and undeserving and all. What's that saying? When the rabbits got the gun? But I'm more so getting when you have to be the teacher of the lesson. And for some of you, I mean, it breaks your big ass fucking heart, but aren't you tired of being heartbroken and unfulfilled and fucking whatever it is? Aren't you tired? Because spiritually and energetically, you're fucking tired, okay? But the fire just keeps fucking burning for everybody but you. Let's repull. It started off deep, okay? Believe in the impossible. Every once in a blue moon. That's that, but God, okay? Oh, my nose is itchy. Maybe you need to get into that energy, okay? You know, it's like, it's like you like to show off your little magic. And it's not little, you know, but compared to the divine, your little magic, okay? Your little gifts and things, okay? You don't think the divine likes to do the same thing? Okay. Have faith in your dreams. Aries, Leo, Sag. Expect powerful change, shift in energy, okay? Nothing will come of this situation, okay? So you need to eclipse this shit, okay? And this is the first new moon post-eclipse, so yeah, nothing will come of this situation followed by you and your loved ones are safe in reverse. It's not a game. Oh, shit. Damn. It's not a game. It's not... Fuck. The hiccups. Okay, what else do you have to say before I continue to speak? What the fuck is going on? You have this time to give rather than take. This is really, and you know, you could be, you know, I'm self-sufficient, I'm solo dolo. No, you got some you need to release as well. With this time to release negativity on the bottom. The energy is gaining momentum. Something is building, but something is falling too. And then a win-win outcome is forecast. So yeah, but okay, thank you. The hiccups, that was interesting. Nothing will come of this situation. Now my hand, every time I speak on it, some weird shit start happening in my damn body. We said what we needed to say. I'm not saying no more. Okay, I'm gonna take the message. Fucking disrupting my shit. My zen over here. Anything else? Are we done with the moonology for fire? Yeah, relax. And that could be another thing. You know, you could really be in the current process of elimination, okay? And you could be, like, when I see process of elimination, is giving, like, new me, who this, new identity type shit. Stepping into a different, better, higher vibrating version of yourself. And it's like, you know, once you finish the elimination, again, the anticipation of what's next. Why do you just fall like that? Don't let me fall. Now you have a personal issue, which is resolution in reverse. Confidence is your key to success in reverse. Bring love into the situation. Leo, Aquarius. Leo keeps coming out, I'm noticing. So I feel like this is highlighting your solar plexus chakra specifically. This Libra New Moon. Damn, I forgot I left the door open again. It's like, it's giving, having the mindset. Anything I put my mind to, I can achieve, which is a fact. But again, some things are not meant for you to be achieved. Like, no, some things are not meant for you to achieve. Yeah. It's like you're supposed to be in the energy of relaxation, of ease. Like, that's the spiritual intent. But you get involved in energies that have you feeling unsafe, unprotected, worried, stressed. Like, and you could truly love these people deeply. But the way that it is affecting you personally, shit is not okay. And it's time for a change. And this feels like the change of somebody has to get hurt, okay? And God is asking you to stop hurting your fucking self, okay? Truly, because that's what you're doing. That's what everybody is doing in their own way and not even realizing it. Anything else with this for Aries, Leo, and Sag? 38 minutes. Yeah, that's that. All right, let's switch decks. I keep hearing "Don't Let Me Fall." I was telling the water signs I was listening to that this rising. On the Dietrich Haddon Chainbreaker album. So yeah, it's time for you to break some chains, break some chains, because you've been breaking a lot of chains. I don't know. You've been, maybe, I don't know. Something has been an investment, and I don't think it was intended to be that way. But it might as well be. It's like a bill that can be avoided, eliminated. I don't think you're seeing it like this, though. You're definitely not seeing it like this, but God is calling it for what it is, okay? And that's what it is. And I feel like you may struggle to truly accept shit for what the fuck it is, okay? Page of Wands, fire energy, you. Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, New Moon. And also just with that "don't let me fall," like, I don't know, some of you are on a very thin line into repeating a cycle that you've already overcome. So this is not the time to travel backwards. Yeah, the moon. What else? 4. Thanks. The major is the Hierophant. Damn, Temperance. Okay. Here's Leo Sag. 9 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Confusion, conflict. 7 of Swords. 7, 7. Hold the fuck up. What the fuck? Let's bring this down here. Okay, you have the 9 of Swords as well. It's the same. It's like, it's different. You got it. We're starting with Ascension. And now we're with, I don't know what the fuck this is. Ace of Wands. Okay. Clear as day. Yeah, you're fed up. That's what, okay. Yeah. A lot of pages. 6 of Pentacles. Hanging Man. That's your 4th major. Okay, the 2 of Wands. Anything else for Aries, Leo, Sag? It's a lot of fucking cards. The Hermit is in reverse on the bottom. It's time. I ain't gonna say no. Too soon, too soon. Okay. So we have 4, 8, 12, 15 cards here. Let me double check my math. 4, 8, no, sorry. 15. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 is the devil. Something is a negative attachment. It may be, you know, cohesive, but it's not fulfilling. Which really doesn't align with the flame that you represent, you know? I love that name. Hi, Foxes on Mars. I love that name. But yeah. Okay, so I do want to just validate for you. You want to do things the right way, the righteous way, okay? You want to, it's just like whatever you're walking into, you want to ensure that you don't leave any fucking negative residue behind, okay? It's like, you want some new shit, okay? You're chucking your deuces up to anything that does not align with the new shit that you're on, okay? And I love that for you. I really, really do. But it's interesting because with the moon being here and with the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, I do feel like you're very aware of people's deceptive ways. So it's like, because you're aware and you're taking that shit into consideration, for sure, which is contributing to your hesitation, for sure. Not to say it's out of fear, it's out of, how do I do what's best for everyone in the situation and make sure everybody's good and nobody gets hurt when I've already advised somebody's about to get fucking hurt, okay? Because it's been you, okay? And it's not saying that you need to intently turn the tables to hurt someone else. But again, as I mentioned, people just need to know what it's like to experience your absence, and you don't need to fucking announce it, okay? Okay, now, because you're aware of people's deceptive ways, honestly feel like you're taking it too much into consideration and making it a concern that's not of your concern. I don't know what this is of you doing that. Hmm. Now, on another note, I do feel like your time and energy and yeah, your time and energy could be invested in something else. Money too. But with this hanging man, you see all of these coins, it's like, you know, just shit just being dispersed every fucking where. And you see these hands, and he's trying to build his own fucking shit, his own damn legacy, and they're like, hold on, but let me, no, let you get nothing. Not shit. Okay? And the reason why the response is that way is because they don't know how to do it for themselves, and they need to learn. Again, what happens when you be when you're the teacher of the lesson. Now over here you have the Two of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Wands upright. Four of Wands. Your energy is very loud. It's a lot of fucking wands here. We got Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands, Two of Wands. So your energy is very loud, very potent. And with the Ace of Wands, it's all of you. But it's interesting because going back to the energy of just knowing people's shadows, like you are on guard, ready to fight, okay? But it's given French Montana. You ain't got to worry about nothing, okay? But ensuring that you don't get involved in this cycle again. It's like not knowing what you signed up for until after the fucking fact. Not realizing how much the investment is actually an investment. It's a lot of after the fact shit. Okay, when there just needs to be an elimination of that. And you know, you also like the message is very loud of being able to walk away without looking over your shoulder. Sodom and Gomorrah energy, okay? Because baby, outside, that's what the fuck it is. Sodom and fucking Gomorrah, okay? And if you look back, you might get trapped. Because backseat action, oh shit, it's connecting. That 8 energy. It's the 8th track on the Epiphany album. You might get trapped in that damn cycle, so remove yourself. Also feel like with the moon and the Nine of Swords, you're definitely going to see something coming. Pay attention to your dreams. I hear swerve. Hold on. How does this song correlate? You ain't never had shit. Yeah, swerve on them. So yeah, you need to... you need to get the fuck out of the way, okay? Okay. I'm going to clean this up. When I was living in Texas, we used to be in the car blasting that song, Swerve, and swerving in the street. Texas was a time. I only lived there for 6 months, but it was a time. All right, what else? Leo strength. Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, New Moon. Anything else before we switch decks? The World. King of Wands. Damn, King of Pentacles. Once you end a cycle, it's up and it's stuck for you too. I don't know who I just said up and it's stuck. You also have the Ace of Cups. It was one of the water signs, but you have the Ace of Cups on the bottom, so it's a fact. And the new moon is on the 21st. So, on some real shit, some of y'all may already... I'm going to be quiet in case people are cross-watching. But I see you, okay? I'm going to respect that. King of Wands. Anything else? All right. Ace of Wands on the bottom still. All right, I love it. Let's switch. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. I didn't realize it was after 12 o'clock. But happy Friday. It's 10:17 East Coast, but it's 10:17. Happy 10:17. A leg up, upright. I know you're fire, and summer is your season for all of you, okay? Even though Sagittarius is in the autumn. But I feel like winter is favorable. Literally. Is that right? Hold on. Oh, I got sneeze. Maybe it is. Oh, it's not coming. Okay. I think I went away. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me run through it real quick. So, spring is Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, right? So we got Aries there. Summer is Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So we got Leo there. And then autumn is Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. We got Sag there. But winter, fuck, I gotta sneeze now. Winter is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. There's no fire in winter. That's why it's gonna be favorable. I had to go through it to fact check myself. But yeah, okay. We'll look into the the spiritual meaning representation, sorry, of the polar bear. We have soulmates here. Chaos and conflict. Message in a bottle. Pulling on your heartstrings. That's that chaos and conflict. Treasure island and deep knowing. You know what you're up against. And honestly, I just feel like you don't want to wage the war. A lot of you don't know how to choose yourself over others. You really don't. Like, that's a struggle. It sounds like something simple, but, oh, I gotta sneeze. It's not. Why can I not fucking sneeze? But it's not. For some of you, it's like who you love the most is who hurts you the most. I don't know. But you have every power and right to walk away and get away from the conflict and chaos to get to this treasure island. Damn, I can't remember the other card that kept falling. But with deep knowing, soulmates, and the leg up, you know what needs to be done. You're just avoiding it. Let's look into the polar bear. All right, the polar bear symbolizes strength, Leo, survival, courage, and resilience, embodying the ability to thrive in harsh conditions. It also represents spiritual leadership, intuition, protection, and guidance, often appearing during transformative periods to help navigate inner strength and spiritual growth. Yeah, that's aligned. In Inuit mythology, I've never heard of that before, but the polar bear is a revered teacher and guide for shamans. Interesting. A master of spirits, and is said to be a shapeshifter that bridges the human and animal worlds. You have the owl here, the pelican, the sea turtle. the horse. You have the animal kingdom here. And all of you are part of the animal kingdom as well. So whatever this is, your animalistic nature is going to help you get through this to the other side. Like if there was ever a time and a place to tap into that, it's given survival of the fittest and save your fucking self. Okay, I don't know how to say that any other way. Hey, foxes on Mars. That's 12:31. Yeah, it's time to get it moving and start a new beginning. Okay. We keep saying the same thing, kind of, sort of. Anything else? And whatever potential with that all that glitters that I just card that I just saw, whatever potential that you see, it's a long time coming. But a lot of you are finding every excuse to stay. Peace, a message in the bottle, change in the wind, sideways, and time to go is in reverse with unfinished symphony, 910. Unfinished symphony is upright. So literally, as long as you continue to do what you've been doing, if you continue to show up how you've been showing up, it's a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. And underneath unfinished symphony is chaos and conflict. And you know this because life has shown you this. But once you big timers get your roll on, a change in the wind that leads to peace, more money, less problems. And it's like more time to do what the fuck you want to do in life versus feeling like you have to show up due to obligation because you feel obligated to something that you're not obligated to. I don't know if it's based on a title, based on history. I don't know what it is for you personally, but you're not obligated to it. And you're not these people's saviors, okay? There's a God for that, okay? Respectfully. Anything else before we get into the individual signs? Truth be told, period. I love it. 14, the angels have spoken. All right. Interesting. Aries. Oh shit. Aries, work with labradorite. Okay, that's what just fell. Hold on. I didn't start the timestamp yet. I saw Marie say it in a second. Okay. Aries, work with labradorite. It just fell. Okay. 12:34. That's the Leo reading. I'm not gonna look it up though. Okay, hold on. I heard Tony Braxton, he wasn't man enough for me. Aries, Libra, New Moon. 1 second. It's really hot, hot, hot. One second. Okay, I'll be back. Aries. Paths unknown. wants to come out. So past unknown is a number 8. It's giving, you don't know if you want to take the driver's seat, the passenger seat, or the back seats, okay? Do you know where you want to be? Donnell Jones, style, balance. Do you? And if you do, what action are you taking? Because she's just standing there, okay? Now, very interesting because balance is here and Libra is your sister sign. 87 is here. You also have the lightning bolt, another 8. Let me see. Hold on. This is also giving me you are unclear. I don't know if it unclear, unsure. I don't know which is the right terminology to use in this scenario on how to react. Should you keep the peace or should you turn it up? I don't know. Because the lightning bolt is giving turn it up. Balance is keeping the peace, okay? The heart is light as a feather. Should you speak on it or should you not? Okay, that's what it feels like. We'll see though. And since the 7 is in between these 8s, follow your highest self. Keep your karma clean. It's my recommendation, Aries. But you're grown. Do what you do. Go off. But I recommend you take my advice because the karmic trench just lit out. So, again, the fuck is this? For 48 always gives me the 48 laws of power, which can be questionable. They do work for some, but the 48 laws can be questionable. So the karmic trench, paths unknown, balance, and lightning bolts. 30 in between. All right. 30, I'ma cut a fool. What song is that? Steppers by CMG. Community. Okay. So just take it how, I'm gonna say a couple of things, take what works for you. Okay. So with the karmic trench, paths unknown, with community in reverse, you could be very conflicted on who needs to stay and who needs to go. I feel like the pros and cons, the Venn diagram, however you are mentally figuring this shit out, you're not coming to a solid conclusion. Now, what I will say is there is a community of people you need to detach from. And with balance being here in karmic trench is giving me good versus evil in a sense, but not so much so. But the lightning bolt, it does feel connected to the energy of anger. And with the community in reverse, this could be, you know, you could feel like you're being counted out by your community. You could feel like you are being segregated, which is the same thing as being counted out, pushed away, judged by your community. You could feel like, you know, you pour so much of your heart into the community, you don't get shit back. No reciprocation, basically. But the karmic trench is giving, it's like, I see how I serve everyone else, but how are these people fucking serving me? And honestly, I feel like the answer is they're not. And instead of you having compassion with that energy, it's pissing you off, okay? It's upsetting you. It's triggering you. And it has you wanting to remain or become isolated. And as a person who enjoys isolation, I get it. But we have to look to see if the response is truly healthy. I mean, and it could be for a time being, but it doesn't mean it's long lasting. I also feel like you have a lot of choices to make in the upcoming future. These choices could bring balance. These choices could put you in a negative karmic cycle. When it comes to leaning on your community with decision making, I would not advise that at this time. Trust your own decision making. Tap into your opposite, tap into your sister sign of Libra if you need some help. Because I feel like with balance being here, Libra will be more than happy to show you what needs to stay and what needs to go, what is healthy and what is destructive. So why is community here in reverse? I don't, if you have a community, what you want is your tribe. Like, that's who you're calling in, that's who you're manifesting. Those people, whomever they are, is what helps. I don't know, it just feels like there's a balance restoration in you connecting with them. But it's like, what path do you take to meet them halfway, you know? But this lightning bolt is, you know, no matter if the lightning is strong, no matter where you are, depending on direction, compass speaking, you can see the force of energy. So, and they're drawing me to the I'm tired. Harriet Tubman story, and just following the North Star. So it's giving when it's time, it will truly align. But right now, okay, we got bars tonight. But right now, this karma is cleanup time, okay? It's definitely cleanup time, clean house. Their journey is here on the bottom. You have 77 and, hold on. You have 888. Past unknown is 8. Community is 8. Lightning bolt is 8. And then you have 77. With the karmic trench, in addition to Uriel and the Sphinx, some of you have just completed a very long karmic cycle. Feels like you're just starting to feel the relief. And that could be connected to this past unknown. It's like, well, that's done. What do I do now? And the advice is to enjoy the journey and the balance that's been restored, because it's took you a long time to get here. A lot of you are learning how to, if you've already learned, you're mastering, because there's levels to this, how to tame your fire, per se. But it goes back to the very first message of, you don't know if you should stay silent or react. But it's like, you know how you can, elders are gifted in this, especially the grandmothers, but it's like a statement can be said that will read you to filth, but in the most calming tone, okay? But I'll have you thinking about your fucking life. It feels like you're gonna respond like that in some aspect. And that response is gonna fuck people up in a sense. You'll see if it resonates and correlates, you'll see. Anything else for Aries? Yeah, commitment in reverse. It's cutoff season for you. It's like I'm seeing the shears, you know how shears trim plants and stuff, but it's like you're currently looking for your unique pair of shears and you're about to start cutting. Anything else? Oh no, we just asked that and got commitment in reverse. All right, let's get the advice. Hold on, since you were the last, I just want to see Aries. I just want one, if you allow. Luck is on your side. Yeah, follow your highest self as advised. But let's get the advice. And then I'm going to move to Leo. There's a card flipped over. Another 8. The 8 of Earth. 8 of, I said the 8th. Some of y'all smoking the 8th, but I'm gonna mind my business. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school, but that's that what's next energy. So let's see if we get a flipper. You have anything else for Aries? You have 2 upright. We'll take both. Justice, another fucking 8. Hey, the 8s, cycles are changing. Life is changing. You had 87, you got 88 here and 89. All right, I'm going to read all of them. So we read the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Earth, and you have the 9 of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Justice, Archangel, Raguel, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. See the sword in hand. It's cutting season. And then on the bottom, you have the Ace of Air, Ace of Swords. Read that one too. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration. Seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. And then finally, you have Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel. So you have Raguel and Jeremiel. Review and evaluate, which is going back to that Venn diagram, however you're doing the comparisons and unable to come to a conclusion. But a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. If that's not the confirmation, Aries, I don't know what is, but I love you. I'll see you next week. Yeah. Leo, hold on, can I use the bathroom? You got this, 11-star child. Hold on, be right back. Hold on, Leo. Okay. Leo 7625. Okay, hi Leo. All right. Let's see. Had to turn heat on. Now it's cold. Leo Sun Gang Gang. Okay, let's see. Leo, I'm nervous, honey. I'm nervous as hell. I'm always nervous. Oh, we're not supposed to start here. Like, what the fuck? Leo, Libra New Moon. Leo. Setting your course in reverse, Leo. You're about to change your mind about something, someone, Leo. Libra New Moon for Leo. The King of Roses, upright. Two Worlds in reverse. The War of the Roses, upright. And Crescent Moon in reverse. The Lightning Bolts. Okay. One track. I don't know how this card is supposed to be, so I'm gonna put it back. Karmic Trench came out in reverse though. Okay, it's supposed to be upright. All right, anything else? Up in the air. Not too bad, not too bad. Anything else? You got a lot of cards. All right, Leo, setting your course in reverse. King of Roses, upright. The War of the Roses, upright. Oh, I see where this is going. Two Worlds in reverse and Crescent Moon in reverse. The Divine Physician, Yeshua energy in reverse. The Lightning Bolt upright. One track upright. The Karmic Trench in reverse. The Queen of Keys upright. The Willow in reverse, up in the air, upright. So, a couple of things. All right, so first thing, there's a battle for somebody's heart, a race, a war, I don't know, but there's a battle for someone's heart. And it's giving the energy more so someone fighting for what they want, fighting for who they love. I don't know. I don't know if it's you or someone to you. It feels like it's both, honestly. It feels like going from nothing to something. Setting your course in reverse feels like whatever this is, it's heavily unexpected. Um, hmm. So, we've been in this whole sunrise energy theme with in crescent moon in reverse. It feels like a lot of you are starting to now embody it. You're now starting to live it, breathe it, express the energy of that. And I feel like the more that you are stepping into this energy, Leo placements of that sunrise, more so rising to the occasion, the more I don't know if it's like the more that you're noticed, the more that you've seen, the more that your energy is exposed. I don't know, but it brings more attention to you somehow. That's what it gives. And it's like where you've been separated from yourself, you're reconnecting with your true self. And you do rule the heart chakra, so that's connected to that battle of the hearts energy. Like battle of the bands, but it feels like battle of the hearts. Like on earth in general, there's more women than men on earth as we speak. So it's like, only the best man can have her, or I don't know how the fuck it is, but that's what that is giving. Let's switch it up. All right. So you have down here the divine physician in reverse, the lightning bolt upright. The divine physician is giving, pulling your energy back, calling your energy back. Again, sunrise. But it's like when you call your energy back, when you call your light back to yourself from others, it creates conflict for them. The lightning bolt. But it keeps you in alignment and out of negative cycles that you don't want to be in. Now, the energy that came up for Aries is also coming up for some of you as well. So tap into Aries. I'm not going to repeat the same thing. But on another note, the Queen of Keys, there's a silent win happening. And I feel like, I already feel like people don't celebrate your wins. Or if they do, it's like, out of the many, it's very few, okay? And it's also giving, few are chosen, but more so few are celebrated. When it comes to sharing with your family specifically, keep it to yourself. They're not joyful. Now, with this War of the Roses, I'm seeing the word embellishing. Yeah, embellishing. For a lot of you, it's like your future is starting to begin now, whether you're able to see that for yourself or not. And when it comes to the options that you have with everything, romance options, business partnership options, job options, housing options, car options. Review everything and everyone, okay, depending on how it applies to you in regards to options. And don't settle for, I don't know how the fucking football first draft, second draft, I don't know how none of that shit works, okay? I like to watch the game, but I don't know how the draft works. And I'm not even about to talk to you like I know how it works, okay? I do not. I'm not well versed in that. But I'm saying not the first draft picked, okay? I don't know what the fuck that's about, but I don't know how it correlates if you know football. But there's a need to view all of them. It's like don't overlook an underdog. That's about, I don't know. Something needs to be definitely looked past on a surface level. Now, I do want to say, as you are minding your business with this War of the Roses, I feel like your ancestors are, what is, doing your bidding? The fuck does that mean? Doing someone's bidding. I don't know what the fuck that, hold on. Lord, give me a second. Doing someone's bidding means to obey their commands or perform tasks because they have ordered you to. Oh, so your ancestors are doing your bidding? To submit to wishes. Okay. And with two worlds being in reverse, I don't know. It's I just feel like the people that are about to show up, I don't believe these, I feel like they're coming in. You know, the come on in the room, the gospel song, but it's giving that, like the people that are coming in, they just feel very familiar to you. And these are people, it's like, you know, when something is wrong, they're not just gonna be like, fuck it. You'll deal with it. It's like they are concerning. They want to know what the fuck the problem is. They want to help solve it. And if you don't want no help, at least they fucking offered the help. Like it's that energy. I don't know. I feel like that's foreign to some of you. Or if you had it once, you haven't had it in a long time. Now, with lightning bolt, you may feel a feeling of yours is invalidated or unjust. So basically, you may feel a certain way about something, and it may make you feel some type of way. And you could be like, you know, why do I feel this way? Why am I bothered? Why is it affecting me like this? Don't ignore that. Dig into that, because it's for a reason. And a lot of you could be simplifying it to paranoia, but it's not. Now, a lot of you are on very different paths from how you grew up with the willow in reverse and up in the air upright with the Queen of Keys. You're in very different paths, as well as with the karmic trench being in reverse. And I feel like you're heavily misunderstood, which is why you're being asked to not share. I don't know, and not, please don't take this as me referring to you as weak as any way, but there's a part of you that's very fragile at this moment. And you could be very well aware of this, but you will never show this, showcase, like, it'll never show face. But you are, ooh, my nose is itching. You're very, fuck, I gotta pee. I gotta stop, honey, the coffee is running through me, okay? Like I'm having all kind of fucking adverse reactions. Anywho, but no, yeah, there's, there's a misunderstanding, and instead of people, you know, taking the the time to learn and explore and to understand, it's more so of a judgment. But I do want to say there's this, I don't know, something with self-love is coming up for you guys, and the self-love is tied into this divine physician in reverse. You know what I just realized? Did I eat today? I don't think I ate. I've just been drinking juice. I've had juice, I've had water, I've had coffee. The fuck did I eat today? All I ate was french fries today. Interesting. So I keep having to pee. Anywho, sorry. Yeah, but self-love is a theme. And I feel like a lot of you, there's, I don't know if it's like an innocence you're trying to get back to, or just a streak of victory that you are attempting to get back. There's a wave that you were once on that you're not riding right now, and that could be what you're fragile in as well. I don't know what it is for you specifically, but something that was once stable has become unstable in your life. And I feel like this is more so connected to connections with the War of the Roses. And for people that are watching you, however they're watching you and observing you, I don't know, it's like people watch your support. It's very fucking weird. It's like, yeah, people watch your support. And with this Queen of Keys, it's like, people are happy if no one's tapping into Leo today. I don't know. That shit is fucking weird, okay? But you know, people also, these same people don't realize that the divine allows them to see what they want them to see. I just honestly, babe, I feel like you need to stop. What you need to stop, I don't know, but stop. And while the nodes are still in Virgo and Pisces, rest. So you have until July 26th, 2026. Because when the nodes move into Leo and Aquarius Leo, I feel like it's truly time to solidify. You may be solidifying now, okay? But the bread that's broken now is not compared to the bread that's about to be broken in the future. That's an interesting statement. So you are on track. Even if things, it does, this on track is being emphasized by what you see as delayed. Your fixed energy. So as I discussed timing with Scorpio, timing applies to you too. And wanting things to be done and completed on your time, which is why, you know, your first card setting your courses in reverse. But all is well as it is in this moment, and it's going to get better. But it's like you fuck with people that you know don't fuck with you. And why do you do that? Why is that okay? Why is that cool? because nobody else fucks with you. Baby, the sun don't need help shining in the sky. I've been saying that to you damn near every reading at this point. So it doesn't. But at the same time, maybe the summertime be having people outside. So, you know. But there's a family dynamic shifting. For a lot of you, there's a friendship dynamic shifting. For others of you, both are shifting. And it's aligned. I just feel like, you know how like when people, it's like you get your yes for a day. But I just feel like at this time, if Spirit says move this way, just honor that. Just say yes. Don't battle it. Don't go to war with it. Just allow the heart and the mind to agree together in unison to say yes. And you're good. But I don't know, this lightning bolt, it's giving like people want to strike you down. People want to, they just don't want you to be fucking great, okay? And everyone has their own respectable lane. And if they would just honor that, we will all be, the world would be a better fucking place. It really would. But I do want to say before I move on to Sagittarius, I do feel like someone's about to test you. I don't know if it's your patience. I don't know if it's your character. I don't know. But there's a person or people that just want to see how you are going to react. And you know, we usually hear give them a show. But you're being advised to not do that so that this karmic trench can remain in reverse and this one track can be upright. But again, going back to your ancestors are doing your bidding, your reaction should come through your ancestors. Lightning bolt, okay? Yeah, not from you. That was loud. Sorry, that was loud for me. Leo, anything else? One day at a time, one day at a time. All we have is the day at a time, literally. One day at a time. Archangel Gabriel's been loud with this Libra New Moon. Wishes fulfilled. Aw. And the Buddha prepares. Who had we ready? By Pastor Troy. It was another element. But the Buddha prepares in reverse. You don't have to wait much longer. Scorpio season, today's the, well, we're East Coast, so 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21, 22. It starts the night of the 22nd, which is in 5 days. You have wishes fulfilled. And 13, Buddha prepares in reverse. What is it? Can I see? Fated meeting. Okay. Winged messengers, and now setting setting your courses upright. We have 2, 3, 4 here. One, you have one track in reverse. So something, please don't take this personal, but I just feel like the divine is laughing at you. And they're laughing. It's like you're so cute, Leo. Like, no matter, I don't care if you're 60, you're so fucking cute, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're a grown ass man, baby, you're so cute. And the reason why I say that is because you really, how do I say this? I don't think you understand the magnitude of what you are quite prepared for in this current day and time. And it's, we always talk about who sits at the table, but we never talk about how the table is built, okay? And how you be building tables for people. Do you realize that? No, you don't. But you do. And that's why the divine is laughing at you, because you're just like all over the place, but where God wants you to be. Okay? And Archangel Gabriel, honey, look into him and the messages he brings directly from God, okay? The prophecies, which I think that was a Pisces reading, but with fated meeting being here, it just feels like you're about to align with your destiny, which would be with your North Node. You're setting your course towards that. I don't think you've quite stepped into the energy as we speak, but as we speak, you're hella ready. It's just truly timing is of the essence. But the way things are about to play out in the future are definitely out of fucking order, okay? According to your humanistic reality. Because you have the card, the numeric synchronicity is here, but the numeric synchronicity is out of order, which is why I said that. I don't know. You are making somebody proud. I don't know who. I don't know if it's your ancestors, the divine, but you're making somebody very proud. And the winged messengers are the ancestors to me. So, but I don't think you you are. It's like the people that really think they ain't doing shit is hitting the fucking most right now. I don't know. It's like you have something backwards, Leo. And it's just funny to them. It's definitely not funny to you. But you'll see. Anything else? I like this energy. I don't want to move on from it. But what else? Yeah, the willow again. And then the Queen of Roses. And we have the king at first. I don't know. I'm just going to simplify it to destiny, because that's what it feels like. For people that are named Destiny, I wonder what their life has been like based on their name. That's neither here nor there. Random thought. All right, Leo. That's too many. You're welcome. Welcome to the family. Oh, you're fire heavy. Oh, that's Moon of Sag. Next. Shh, the fireman coming. Leo, you are good enough. Upright. But you have it's time to release negativity in reverse. In addition to surrender to the divine in reverse. You just be doing too much sometimes. I know, because I be doing too much sometimes. As a Leo sun and as a Leo stellium. But It's like being so focused on the dark spots on the sun versus the brightness. And I feel like I've said this to you before, but instead of focus on the brightness that the sun gives, the light that it gives, the warmth that it gives, the heat that it gives. And for some, the heat that it gives, it hurts others and it heals others. I've definitely said this to you before. But the negativity is you focusing on the dark spots, what has died versus what is actually living and thriving and progressing. Even if it's just you and yours and your seeds, whether these seeds are children, plants, whatever you've birthed, whatever you've created, or whatever you are beginning to birth and create. I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna move on to this deck, but the past is the past. Especially, hold on, because it's not the past is not the past if you still like to reopen doors. But there are doors that you have ensured that have been closed that you're living as if are still open. And that's what I mean by the past is the past, okay? And if you are worried about the past having any possibility of becoming a part of the present or the future, surrender that to the divine. A win-win outcome is forecast upright on the bottom. But yeah. I feel like a lot of you serve. It could be a love language, but you serve. And it's like your spirit team is asking how they can serve you, going back to doing that bidding. And you're like, I'm good. And they're just like, it's like, you know, when you just want to help and it's just like, let me fucking help you. It's like, let them fucking help you. That's the energy. All right, close this out for Leo, please. Lean into your femininity. That's what that is. Hold on. All right, you have Archangel Zadkiel, balance, temperance energy, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation, compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Yeah, whatever hasn't, you're good. I can't iterate that enough. You have the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Heavy energy on restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. It's okay to change your mind, and it's okay to take your time. On the bottom, you have Six of Fire, Six of Wands. Victory, good news is on its way. Public recognition or rewards, and important achievements, self-discipline, and willpower. But that was the Chariot. What's underneath? All right, I see the Ace of Fire peeking out, but to close this out, Leo, and then we're moving on to Sag, you have Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. Yeah, it's just time to switch some shit up, okay, on some people, okay? And also how you are taking care and serving yourself, going back to that self-love. You need to give yourself balance and moderation, Leo. Give yourself cooperation and compromise, Leo. Give yourself grace with wait for perfect timing, Leo, okay? Or just surrender the timing to the divine. How about that? Allow yourself time to review and evaluate, Leo. You're going to have a favorable assessment of the facts, and it's time to move in a new direction. You also have the Nine of Water, Nine of Cups. Your wishes come true, and you had wishes fulfilled, so period. Concerns fade away, a love life. That's that fated meeting energy. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Wands. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. You know the song, You Just Do You, I'ma Do Me. That's the vibe. Okay. All right, I love you. I'll see you next week. Sagittarius. Last but not least. This is definitely not as long as the water signs. Surprised. All right. Sagittarius. I be heating this shit up and don't even be fucking drinking it. That's because I gotta use the bathroom. Well, that's my current excuse, but anywho. And I know we're almost done. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I keep looking at there. It's a feather from a dove. And I just keep thinking about God's promise. But I feel like you're asking what that is. And I don't have a direct answer at the moment. Sagittarius. You know how, well, let's take it back. Let's take it back to the collective reading. You know how I was like, well, what the fuck? I don't like this. This is that. That is this. This is that. Moving on. I don't even want to keep this. I want to reshuffle, honestly. Should I keep it? I'm going to reshuffle. Now, let me just show you first. You have the King of Roses in reverse, the War of Roses upright, Commitment in reverse, the Lightning Bolt in reverse, and Crescent Moon. And I'm not even going to read it. All right, let's restart. Sagittarius. So it's time for a restart. It's time for a redo. It's time. All right, Sagittarius, Libra New Moon. I don't like this. What's the problem? I feel like something happened too fast. It's like your fire energy may have gotten the best of you in this situation. You know how like when you're dealing with people and it's like, you know, we always love the amazing qualities, but it's like, can you deal with the negative qualities? And do you know how deep those negative qualities go? I don't know. It's just, if it's feeling like realizing someone is not who you thought they were, or I don't know. It's weird, but Sagittarius, something is just not what you thought. Yeah. Setting your course, and you're like, how the fuck can I get the fuck? I don't know. Diversity. Okay, let's just see. Sag. King of Keys. Well, this shuffle's different, so we're on to something. I may have spoke too soon. No, didn't. Okay. Different energy. I like. I feel like you're about to see a side of someone you've never seen before. Honestly, I feel like someone has met their match. You're here on the board with initiation and account Saint Germain 14 energy. But I do feel like you have met your match in into some regard. Um, but I feel like you're being turned off by something. Hmm. Now, someone is trying to impress someone here. I don't know if it's you to someone or someone to you. But it's also giving like someone showcasing their talents. Someone not necessarily wanting to be noticed, or they're wanting to be noticed by you. It's you. Someone does shit for attention, seeks attention. I don't know, attention is involved. It's like a fucking look at me energy. I don't know, that I don't like. um Now, with diversity being here, make sure that the things that you want to change are due to you wanting to change them, and not going out of your way to change things for someone to treat you better, love you better, align with your love language, whatever it is that you are telling yourself in regards to these changes that are being made. Some of you know better in a situation, but you're not doing better in a situation. Why? The answer to why is you keep finding yourself as the reason to blame. And I don't think it's all your fault. Now, if you're a person like me, baby, I'll take accountability for everything. It's my fucking fault. It is. It is. But I had to realize I was saying shit that was my fault that really wasn't, and just stressing my own fucking self out. And I feel like for some of you, your own choices stress you out. And so the divine is like, well, if you don't like the choice you made, change the choice that you made. Change the course that you've set on. But it's like, you say no. It's like you provide every reason as to why not versus why yes, you know? Now, on a positive note, though, with the architect and the initiation and the Count Saint Germain, um, these cards are on the opposite ends of the spread. I don't know if this is school. I don't know if it's a trade. I don't know if it's a project. I don't know if it's a craft. But you are getting involved in something new. But someone likes you to be predictable. I don't, what the fuck is the energy? And it's like you being involved in the new makes someone else uncomfortable. Who the fuck are y'all dealing with? Okay? So that's what I want to know. And if this could very much so be platonic as well, okay? I'm going to iterate that as long as I have this damn channel. But, yeah, I don't know. You were definitely born to do something great. With this architect and these Egyptians in the background, like you're very well versed in something that you can teach and guide others with. Initiation and Count Saint Germain. But I'm also getting some of you are not received due to your attitude. And the attitude is connected to this lightning bolt energy. It's like going from Sagittarius to Sagittarius, okay? But yeah. But a lot of you want something different. And you're about to walk on the path, or you are on the path to obtain whatever that is that's different, which is a reflection of this diversity card. But there's a need to look at the foundation that has been laid and that you are wanting to relay. But not relay as in like a relay service, relay as in, you know, if you want to start over somewhere else, somewhere new. That relaying foundation is what I mean. But pay attention to the communication with these scrolls here and the information that is relayed to you. With the One of Keys, which is the Architect, and the Eight of Forces, the Lightning Bolt, 18, is, you know, 18 is the moon, 18th is tomorrow too, but feels like something's about to be brought up again. And I feel like that is connected to that relay energy. But it feels like someone's response is like, you're still bothered by that. You haven't gotten over that. Like, we're still here. We're still on this shit. And yeah, somebody still is on that shit. Collectively, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, Tupac style. Now, if you are having to pitch something, yes, we are. We are our own worst critic. But please don't overthink it. Just be you, flow. But be you. Also, I just feel like a lot of you, you just want more. You want more money, more love, more shit, sex. Just the kids should be asleep, okay? But you just, and not listening to me. But you just want more. And it's coming, but something needs to be switched up first with this setting your course in reverse and diversity. And once you switch something up, all is well, truly. I'm seeing dominoes like piled up, and the first one is about to be flicked for the rest of them to fall in their place. So there's a domino effect beginning for you, Sagittarius. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Rhonda. Okay, Sag, what else? The Akashic Field, that's that domino. The One of Forces. Anything else? You know, the rainbow always shines after the storm. And I feel like a lot of you are about to be in a rainbow era. I don't think people know what you look like as you shine after the storms you've been through in your own personal anecdotal story. But how things look now will not look the same by the time we get to April 1st, okay? April Fools, I don't know. I don't know who's being fooled, Sag. I don't know if you're fooling others, which, yeah. God could be fooling you too, okay? In a good way. But yeah, spring and autumn, it just feels like two different lives you're living and or experiencing. Anything else? Your voice is going to take you places. I mean, your opposite is Gemini, so your communication is going to take you places. Yeah, the Buddha prepares upright. One of the rarest times it's come out upright. And now you have setting your course in reverse. A lot of force. I feel like the divine has, yeah, fated meeting. The divine has a trick up their sleeve for you. Y'all know the song Steppers? I was singing it earlier by CMG. But it starts off, calling all my steppers to the front. Get ready for the show. I'm always number one. But that's what this feels like. It does feel like there's a show about to start. I don't know, in your own life, there's a story you have to tell, going back to your communication. You're about to start telling something. I don't know. I don't know. But the garden, yeah, look, you see how she has the magnifying glass looking a little bit more closely. But no, you're about to start talking about something. Or someone wants to talk to you about something. I don't know. Somebody about to start talking about something. But I do want to go back to what I said. Your voice takes you places. Your throat chakra is very powerful. With this Akashic field blue energy, very, very powerful. And has the power to create a lot of change for you. So utilize it. Commitment 1. Period. I love it. I'm tired as hell, but I love it. And then you had reflection 19. 19, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 breaks down to 1. So anything else? Or how long have we been here? I've been here for over 2 hours. It's 1:44. Well, what time did your timestamp? Oh, we've been here for 20 minutes already? Sheesh. Anything else for Sag? No, but you also have the karmic trench in reverse, so get ready for the show. I don't know what show you're getting ready for, but get ready for it. Confidence is your key to success on the bottom. Sag, New Moon in Leo. I feel like 2026 is going to be a good year for you, even though this is a Libra New Moon reading. Confidence, your key to success, is still on the bottom. A new start is coming. I love. Get ready for the show. I can't make. Have faith in your dreams. Get ready for the show. I'm not allowed to say anything else, okay? A new romantic cycle begins. New Moon in Libra. We're discussing the New Moon in Libra. This is definitely best for last, but adjustments are required. I need to eat. You have a fiery climax approaches in reverse. With adjustments are required. Just because things are about to get better doesn't mean that things about you still don't need work or don't need to change. As quickly as you're able to move forward is as quickly as you're able to move backward. The choice is yours, just like the world is yours. And I feel like a lot of you are stepping into that the world is yours energy. But know the line between humbleness and ego, because there is a line. And I feel like when it comes to that line that's drawn, it's drawn by the divine. But energetically, it's felt when it's crossed, because our heart starts to feel heavy. Like, I don't know, just pay attention to how your body reacts, how your body feels. I feel like something has been regretful for you. And I feel like you're about to be given an opportunity to eliminate that regret. With adjustments are required and a new start is coming. And it's really just given, don't fuck this up, Sag. Don't. Whatever it is. Don't fuck it up. But please don't expect shit to be perfect either. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it's broke, fucking fix it. Okay? Okay. Anything else? Yeah, hold your vision. Stay focused. You know what needs to be worked on. Continue to do the work. And when you start to receive these blessings and new beginnings, continue to do the work. Can't stop, won't stop type of energy. All right, let's bring this to a close. I need a nap. I need some food. I need a nap. I gotta leave my house in like 4 hours. Shit. I'm happy I got this done though. This is a relief off of my mind. All right, close us out for Sag for this Libra New Moon, please. Thank God. What the hell? So you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, it says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Now the card hit the cauldron, okay? But it's in reverse, so I'm gonna keep it that way. But you also have the Ten of Cups in reverse. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So is the home not happy, or is the home feeling like a house and not a home? We'll see. Sagittarius. Well, damn. No, you're unhappy. That's what it is. So the home may feel like a house because you're unhappy. You're unfulfilled. You're definitely not emotionally fulfilled. You could be not financially fulfilled either. Something's wrong. That's what I want to iterate. Something is wrong. But you have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is positive, thank God, as well. I'm expecting the word self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. And then you have the Five of Swords here. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. review everyone's motives. Be mindful. There's a difference between forgiveness and acceptance. Be mindful of what you are accepting. Yeah. Be mindful of what you're accepting and what you are allowing to continue. Because you have more power than you realize, especially if you feel powerless. You know, when we feel like we are at our weakest, we are our strongest. But you also have the Ace of Pentacles here upright, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Someone's name does not need to be on somebody's paperwork in regards to something. Something needs to be individualized to you. If you have other names attached, you need to remove them. And if you are involved in contracts and they cannot be removed, you need to find a loophole, is my recommendation. Because there's a loophole somewhere. Unless it's airtight as fuck. But I feel like what I'm speaking on is not airtight as fuck, which is why I'm advising of a loophole. If you're sexually active, be mindful of the energy that you're ciphering from your partner. Because a lot of you are trying to figure out why the fuck you gotta transmute the shit that you're transmuting, because it's not your energy. And I feel like if you do have a partner where they're not speaking about, you are energetically transmuting it. I don't know. But it doesn't have to be this way. But if you're a person that understands energy and your partner is aware of energy, then to me that's a bit disrespectful. But, you know, to each their own. I can tell by my body language that someone's heart chakra is closed. And I feel like a closed heart it's an unwise choice, but you got to do, you know, we do what we got to do to heal and to rebuild. But once we have healed and rebuilt, we have to let the chains go. And we be trying to hold on to them for dear fucking life. But let it go. Damn, my tone changed when I said that. Let it go. All right, anything else for Sag? Close us out, please. I need some rest. You also have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Earth. A lot of Earth energy. At least your Ace of Earth and Eight of Earth is upright, and your Five of Earth is in reverse. But skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So I don't know what I said when the initiation in Count Saint Germain came out. I really don't know. But that's this. But yeah, your communication, writing, written words, books, it's all forms of communication. But if I recall correctly, your communication, your voice, your throat chakra, it's going to take you places if you allow it. But as I've advised all elements, you are the solution to your problem. So be the solution. And yeah, be the solution. I'll end it there. All right, I love y'all. I will see y'all next week and during the week, not before the weekend. But have a good weekend. Hi, Lydia. Baby, it is way past my bedtime. I be in the bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Okay, it's 2 a.m. But I love you. I'm about to post the timestamps. I will see you soon. Bye. You're welcome. Good night.